Okay, so hi and welcome. This is my last video in the How to Create Your Online Store series. In the first video, we went through how to set up your A2 hosting and actually get an account with them. The second video was all about actually installing WordPress, how to log in and change the theme. And this is what it looks like once you've done that. And then the last video, which is this one, I'm going to take you through installing WooCommerce, which is the plugin I use to create my online store, and actually setting up some of the settings, putting up a dummy item, and you can see exactly how to go about creating your own online store. So look, we'll get straight into it. So you log into your store. In this instance, you just go to your wp-login.php, you put in your username, your password, and you click login. So once you're logged in, you go to plugins, add new plugin, and so in here there's a lot of different WooCommerce plugins you can add. I'm just going to put the base one for now, and there's a whole heap of added extras you can go and look through later. I mean, some actually cost money, some are free. I haven't actually used, I guess, the paid ones. I've used a lot of the free ones, but for now, look, I'm just going to take you through this, and you can have a play with them later if you choose. So installing the plugins, it's pretty simple. Like any other plugin, you just go through it, gets everything, and then you go activate plugin. From there, we're just going to go to the settings page, and it's actually really simple. So you go WooCommerce and settings. Okay, so we'll just quickly go through some of these. Your base location, I normally make it United States if it's a United States store. If it's an Aussie store, I'll put in Australia. So I guess for now I'll put it in Australia, because that is where I live. We'll go in Queensland. Selling locations, you can specify certain countries you only sell to. I don't know why you want to limit it, honestly, so just sell to all countries. You can put a store notice if you want. All that does is put a little banner up the top, sort of saying, hey, look, we're unavailable over Christmas, or whatever you want to put on there, or you might have run out of a certain type of stock. I'm not actually sure what the API does, I just leave that ticked. In terms of currency, just set whatever currency you want the store to be in. I normally set it to US dollars because most people online use US dollars. Gain currency position, set the right side. This will change to dollars once you click save. I'll just leave it for now. And then decimal places, the rest of it. I pretty much just leave the rest entirely blank. And you go save changes. Once you've done that, I normally go to the next tab, so the products tab. Okay, so in here you can actually select your shop page. That's your main page. Now I've only got a sample page, so what we'll do is we'll create a brand new page. Go pages, add new page. I'm just going to open up a new window so I don't lose my products page, and we will go, I don't know, storefront, and we just go publish. So over here we'll just have to click products again so it refreshes that page, and inside here we'll choose storefront. There we go. All that's going to do is it's going to put the products for your shop on this particular storefront page. So in here I just normally leave it as show products, default show products. I change it normally to popularity just because if something's popular you want it to be front and center. You want people to be able to buy it quickly. And I normally redirect the cart after a successful addition. This just, most people only want to buy one thing from most of my stores, so I don't sort of force them to sit around and click. I find it helps your conversions if you take them straight to the cart. There is other, I guess, plugins you can use here. I do use one called WooCommerce Archiver, I think it's called, and that actually allows you to choose a few things like the number of product columns, number of products per page, displaying, I guess, product counts, and a whole heap of other different things. But yeah, look, I'm not going to go through that because it's not really necessary. It's just something to change the layout of the page. In terms of product data, you can change this to grams, kilograms, pounds, whatever you want. I'm not going to go into that any further. I don't normally tick the show verified owner label for customer reviews just because I did read somewhere that it can slow down your website. I don't know if that's true or not, but I wanted to be quick, so I stopped ticking it. With the catalog images, I normally untick the hard crop. Again, I had another issue with hard cropping images where some of the images appeared blurry, and the solution was to change these from hard crop to a normal, well, no hard crop, and also change these all to 500. So that's just your different images and the sizes. So if I just go and make them all the 500 there, and then the actual thumbnails I don't want to be 500. Essentially what I'm doing here is this is showing you the size of the pictures when people click on them, and the reason why I want the product thumbnail to be that little bit smaller than the others is I just don't want to have too much bandwidth taken up downloading images. So if your storefront has say 20 or 30 images on it, it's going to be a bit slower, whereas if you only have 10, it'll be a bit faster. So what you can do is reduce the product thumbnail image size so that it still looks good, but the page loads quickly. And I found 250 pixels by 250 pixels is pretty good size to go with. And then I just leave the rest of it, save changes again. Then we head over to the tax tab. So in this tax tab, because I live in Australia, enable taxes and tax calculations because we have to look after things like GST, but look, that's up to you how you want to do that. I calculate it based on the customer's shipping address, and I don't actually give them a default customer address. I make them add it, so I select no address there. In terms of the shipping tax class, I normally just make it standard, and look, you can find a little bit more info by hovering over these question marks if you're not quite sure what it all means. And that's pretty much about it. So I save that again, and then we go over to the next tab, which is checkout. Now this is an important tab, the checkout tab, because this is how people are going to pay you money. So you got to get it right. So something I've done is enabled the use of coupons. Now WooCommerce allows you to set up an unlimited amount of coupons. Essentially it just means that people can buy your product at a discount rate. So you can say maybe 10% off on certain products, or free shipping with certain products, or at certain times of the year, or for the first 4 orders of product A they can get 50% off, or whatever you want to do. The WooCommerce is very powerful in creating coupons. You just head over to this coupon link here, and it's pretty straightforward. It'll walk you through that. I'm not going to go through it in this video, but it is an interesting way to try and boost sales and certainly get more customers. I've only had limited success with it, but I haven't tried it in any great detail, so that's something I'm certainly going to be looking at over the next couple of weeks and certainly months. So anyway, here again we've got to create some more pages. So we're looking for a cart page and a checkout page. So we go back and we're going to add 2 new pages. 1, 2. And we're going to have one called cart. Publish. Another one called checkout. Now, sometimes when I install this, depending on which server I install it on, it will actually automatically, as in WooCommerce that is, it will actually automatically add this cart and this checkout pages. Other times you've got to add it yourself. Look, it's not very hard to do if it doesn't work for you, and I'll just show you how easy it is. Go back, click checkout, and all of a sudden you should have cart, checkout. That's how simple it is. Terms and conditions, if you've got a terms and conditions page, that's not really, I guess, critical to the success of your website. And then I just normally leave the rest blank, except for down the bottom here. Now this is also very important. So first I'll save changes because we've done this checkout in the cart page. And when we come back, just because of the way I tend to do business, I untick the direct bank transfer and untick the check payment and just leave PayPal payment. Now the reason for that is just simply because almost everyone online uses PayPal. I know the fees are terrible, so anyway, back to this story. You just enable bank transfer. You can just tick that box there, click save. Okay, there we go. Then if you want to get rid of the next one, I think it might have been check. We get check, untick, enable check payment, save changes. And then the last one was PayPal. Now PayPal needs to be set up. It doesn't just sort of work by standard. You've got to put in some details. So yeah, as I was saying, PayPal is, like, without a doubt one of the most popular payment methods online. I can't see why you wouldn't add it. Anyway, in here you need to add your PayPal email account. So it might be something as simple as my email at gmail.com. Whatever your email address is with PayPal, that's what you need to enter in here. So that's pretty simple. When you're testing, you can enable the PayPal sandbox. I've not actually needed to do that before. I just tested it with real money from my wife's PayPal account, and look, it worked fine. I just made something that was 1 cent and it went through happily. I enable logging just to make sure that I guess things are working and there's no issues. So along here, it's actually grayed out. You'll see your location where to find the logs. Anyway, if we progress towards the bottom of the page, you'll see here you've got this receiver email advanced options. So essentially, that's an email address you need to put in where when someone buys something, WooCommerce is going to email you. So normally that's just your stock standard email address. So whatever I had before, myemail@gmail.com. Invoice prefix. Here I just normally make it my store name. So store name dash blank, and that will just put the invoice number at the end there. Payment action capture. With page style, if you go through PayPal in the advanced area, you can actually have up to 3 page styles. There's one default one which you can't change, but there's 2 other ones you can add as, I guess, customized payment pages. So what I've actually done is we've set up 3 stores, and each store has its own custom payment page with its own header, so they look completely independent, and they go to independent email addresses, but they're all actually linked to the exact same PayPal account. If you want to have more than 3, then I'm not quite sure how to do that. I'm emailing PayPal at the moment, trying to work out whether or not we grab a second PayPal account, move to a business account, or if they can just enable the account to have more page styles. But I mean, if you're only interested in opening up 1 or 2 stores, that's definitely the way to do it. A PayPal identity token, never used it, don't know what it's for, don't use it at all. And I just click Save Changes. Don't forget to add your actual receiver email address in there though. I haven't done it here just because it's a demo. Then we go to shipping. Look, again, shipping is interesting. You can enable the different types of shipping. I normally, with my stores, do free shipping. Now, there's a bit of, I guess, psychology behind that. I know personally, if someone offers me free shipping, I am far more likely to buy something. I just hate the idea of paying for shipping. Even if it's rolled into the product price, which is what I tend to do, we might sell something for, say, $100, and I'll say it's got free shipping, but in actual fact, I'd actually be happy selling it for, say, $90, even though shipping's cost me $10, and I just roll it in there. So the total cost is $100, but with free shipping. So I hope that makes sense. But yeah, I always offer free shipping just because it makes sense for psychology reasons. And I also normally offer an express delivery. Now you'll see here there is no express delivery. If you want to add another delivery method, but it doesn't appear here, what you can do is just maybe go international delivery, settings, and you can change it to be whatever you want. So here I might just go express delivery. There you go. That's what I normally have. And then we go, you can do it for selected countries or not. Tax status, taxable, I don't want to make it none. Cost, so we might make it an extra $10. And we will make it per, well, it depends. You can make it per order or per item. Depends how big your items are, I guess. I'll just make it per order at this stage and save changes. And you've got to enable it, sorry as well. So we just quickly go enable, save changes. Then when we go back to the shipping page, you should see, even though it'll have ID as international delivery, it's actually changed to express delivery. So now we've got 2 shipping methods. So now we go to accounts. We're getting towards the end, and look, this is for your users, and again we need another page, so we go pages, add new page. You can make this whatever you want. I just normally call it my account. Publish. Once that's done, we go back, click accounts again, you select my account. From here, you got view order, edit account, edit address, let's pass this out, nothing too crazy there. Hey, look, that's pretty much the only things I change. I go save changes. And finally, you've got emails. And we're almost ready to start adding some stuff to our store, which is pretty exciting. So, just change that to from email address. So in here, we've got the from name, so you can make it from whoever you want. So from my online store, from Glenn's store, whatever you want to make it. The email address that you're sending it from, so no reply at whatever, or info at onlinestore.com. You can put a header image in there, so you just upload something via this media uploader and then just copy and paste the URL in there. Again, it's good just to have a small image up there. I normally just use a small sort of 600 by 200 image header. Again, I delete this honestly, and I just put uh, my own email footer in there, and just save changes. It's pretty simple. And then yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of setting up WooCommerce. So once you're ready, add the product. So here we go, add a product. Okay, so in this instance, I'm actually going to add some backpacks. I figure this could be an online store for backpacks. So just call this backpack 1, which is pretty simple. And then we just scroll down. Now, obviously, in a real store, you're going to have your own product categories and whatnot down the side here. So for now, we'll just call this backpack. Add new product category. And I mean, you can have them far more descriptive than that and a lot more different topics, and I guess have a better tree structure than that, but look, for now that'll do. And then some tags. You might call it a black backpack or a I don't know, brand X backpack. And so as many descriptive product tags as you want. Obviously you're going to add some pictures. So in this particular example, I've got 2 pictures. They're actually of different backpacks, but you know, to give you an idea of how it operates with multiple pictures. So it won't take long to upload. It's just like a normal image. I've just dragged them in there. You can actually go click upload, but dragging and dropping I find to be a lot easier. Now these are just images I found on the net, so I'm not actually selling these backpacks. Now we just go add to gallery. So look, I don't want them both in the product gallery. I only want one in the product gallery. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to get rid of this, and then we go set featured image. I'm going to make that one the featured image. Essentially what that does is this particular picture is going to be on the front page, while when you actually go into that particular, I guess, product, you'll be able to see further images of this one. So, but the header, the featured image will also still in the product page, but it's the only one shown on the front page. So anyway, then we go down to this product data. So at the moment I've got a simple product. There's a number of different things you can do. Just Google WooCommerce and look at these different things. I've ever used simple product and variable product. Essentially the difference between those two is a simple product is just this is one product on its own, there's no variations, whereas a variable product, it allows me to have, say, a shirt as an example. I could have a shirt with sizes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whereas by going simple product I might only have one shirt with one size. Yeah, if that makes sense. Or you can have like downloadable things, virtual things. If you're selling an ebook or something, that's another good option. So an SKU, that's just like a unique ID. I'm just going to call this unique ID 1, just because I'm not very creative. The price is going to be, I don't know, $25 a backpack. And we could even make it on sale, $20. And you can schedule those sales. I'm just going to make it on sale right now. You can enable stock management. I highly recommend this. It makes life a lot easier when you're trying to work out if you need to order more or whatnot. But we'll just make a stock quantity of 10. You can allow back orders, so if you run out, people can buy more. I don't normally bother with that, but certainly it will increase your conversions. And state if it's in or out of stock. So that's kind of cool. Shipping, weights, whatever, you can put that in if you wish. Link products, never use that, but you can have upsells. I'd assume that it also increase your conversion rates. Attributes, again, don't really use that unless you've got like changes in, like as I said before, different sizes, and you could add an attribute. To do that, you just go attributes, add a new one. It's the same as adding a category for posts, and just add a new one, say shirt size, and in here you'd see shirt size, and then you could just add it and you'd select all the different shirt sizes for this particular item. And then advanced, look, I'm just going to leave that blank. I've never used advanced before in my life. So then we write a short description. This is a great backpack. Hopefully people believe me. And then I just go publish. Probably the very last thing I need to mention before we actually go and play with our store is that on each of these pages, I'm just going to have to reload them again. There we go. Go to storefront, cart, checkout, my account. So we've actually got to put in some WooCommerce, I guess tags is what they're called. So the first one we go to text and we go paste in square bracket WooCommerce underscore my underscore account end square bracket for my account. We go update, and then we have cart, and for cart it's a similar type of thing. It is, except we put it in the text, square bracket, open square bracket that is, WooCommerce underscore cart, close square bracket, and then we've got the checkout. And the checkout, it's exactly the same again. Go to text, open bracket, WooCommerce underscore checkouts, close square bracket, update again. So they're just the codes that you need to use when using WooCommerce. As I said, sometimes it automatically installs it and these codes are there, other times it doesn't and you just got to enter it manually. That's the only 3 pages I think you need. There also is a logout page if you want, but it has no code, and I can't remember how to add that, but look, just Google that. In terms of storefront, here you can add some text. Hi, this is my online store. Please take a look at our backpacks. Smiley face. And I'll just update that. Now at the moment, if we go back to our homepage around the store, it's not actually going to show our store. It's still going to show our homepage. To change this, we need to go back to our, let's change that, we go back to our appearance, and we go customize. And then here, we change this from your latest post to a static page. Our front page is going to be storefront. And we let that load and we go save and publish. So now when we go back over here, we'll see our storefront. Now obviously this is a really bad theme, so let's just go back and let's change this theme so that you can get an idea of how good it actually can be. Add a new theme. E-commerce. See if something comes up there. Here we go. Let's take a look at this storefront one here. Let's just install that. Okay. The default themes aren't great with WooCommerce. I've noticed that before. And if you use Genesis framework, they're also not great. I wouldn't actually recommend that. I'd be looking at more like the WooCommerce range of themes, which they actually do have a range of themes, which I will link to in the article. So if you're wondering what that is, just head over to monsterpiggybank.com and click the link on the side page about how to create an online store. So now this theme is installed. We'll just re-click that and it should change it to making it look a lot prettier. And again, you can change this. You can get rid of all this sidebar. You can change everything about this, the way the theme looks. But essentially, there you go, your product. Hi, this is my online store. Please take a look at our backpacks. You can see our backpack is there. You can see it's on sale. It was $25, now $20. And we can add to cart, or you can just click it and have a look at it. So I like leaving the add to cart button there. It allows people to buy it straight away. All this is customizable through the custom CSS. So if you know a bit about CSS style sheets, feel free to go nuts. You can hire people on Fiverr or Odesk to do that for you if you're not sure about it. I'm not very good at it myself, so I normally don't change it. But some stores can look really nice when the style sheet's been updated. Anyway, essentially this is about it. You can see you've got this item here. You also can have a look at this. And that's the other picture of our other backpack. So you can see both pictures. So it's pretty fancy. There's reviews if people want to write them. You can see we've got our "this is a great backpack," which is what we wrote about backpack one. And if we want to buy it, we can have more or less, and we can add to cart. Okay, so add it to your cart. Great. You can see backpack one is in our cart, and we can apply a coupon here. So remember I spoke about coupons earlier. This is where someone could apply a coupon. You can choose the different types of shipping which we set up earlier. So it might be express, adds $10 to your total, or free, leaves us at 20. You can actually get rid of that calculate shipping button somewhere in the settings. I normally actually do get rid of it because it automatically calculates it for you. So I've obviously skipped over that at some point. I'm sorry, but it's definitely able to get rid of that button. And then we just go proceed to checkout. Once you're in the actual checkout, the person just enters in all their details, and just goes proceed to PayPal, and then they're buying your product, and you've made $20, and that is all there is to it, honestly. So hopefully, look, this has been helpful for you, and you've enjoyed the video, and you've learned something, and you can start your own online store and start making some absolutely killer income. If you've got questions, or I think I've skipped over something, or you've tried to follow what I've done here and you just cannot get it to work, please do leave me a comment in the comment section. Remember, to find this particular page, if you've come in via YouTube, is just go to monsterpiggybank.com, head over to the sidebar. You'll see a little image on the side telling you how to create an online store. Click through there and leave me a comment, or just shoot me an email. I'd be more than happy to help you. I love the idea of people getting online and making an income for themselves, and this is a really easy way to do it. So look, thanks for watching, and again, any questions, let me know. Okay, thanks, bye.